Right team to chip. And balcony gate. Student tenants and begin. Honor, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, courage, community. Balcony gate. And Jubi. All right, from here, what we're gonna start off today is we're gonna start off 45 seconds and running. Running in place, getting our feet moving and going. Ready? 45 seconds running in place. If you have enough room and you want to kind of run like in a circle or something, you're welcome to do so. But if not, if you're in a confined spot, okay, in a small space, then just run in place. 45 seconds and go. Run, 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 move those feet, move those feet. Run, 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 run. Run it in place, run it in place. Great job, great job. Good, 15 seconds. All right, from here, now we're gonna go down on our push-up position, shoulder touches. So you're not gonna go down in the push-ups, you're gonna stay up and touch your shoulder. Begin. Opposite shoulder. There you go, let me see how everyone's doing. Make sure everyone's doing it right, keep it going, shoulder touches. Very good, very good. Keep that balance, keep it up. There you go. Very good, very good. All right, everyone that I can see is looking pretty good.
Mine says it has a poor internet connection.
Poor internet connection means that either internet's not doing so great or you're too far away from the modem or the Wi-Fi. Next one, we're gonna do plank position. 1 second. So hands and toes and elbows. So when you have a poor internet connection, that means that you might need to get a little closer and begin to the modem or router. There we go, router. That's the word I was looking for. So, unfortunately though, poor internet connection is not really anything I can do. It's got to be something that has to be done over there. See if you can get mom or dad to help you out there. So plank position, remember toes and elbows, holding it like so. All right, now from here, we're gonna go roll onto our back, and then we're gonna do sit-ups. Remember, crossing our hands on our chest, and sit-ups. And begin. Touching your knees to your elbows, touching your knees to your elbows. Fifteen seconds. And time. All right, from here. Now we're going to sit on our back, and we're going to do toe touches. Going from side to side, toe touches. And begin. Kind of like you're looking like a penguin. A lot of room from side to side. 5 seconds. And back up. Next one's gonna be lunges. And begin. I think these are Reed's favorite warm-up. Always loves when I have him do lunges. Here, let me see how we're doing here. Let me go to gallery view so I can see everybody. Yeah, see, Reed's loving those lunges. Loving them lunges. Keep it going. Keep it going. Come on, Reed. Keep going. All right, Reed, I see it. Lunges, sir. And time. All right, next one's jumpy jacks. 45 seconds jumpy jacks. I'm going to stay on gallery view so I can see everybody doing it. I want to see everybody's jumpy jacks. Everybody knows how to do jumpy jacks. And begin. Full swings, full swings. You all right there, Chris Wenzel? You okay? Couldn't tell if you stepped on like a rock or something and your foot was hurting you, so I just want to make sure you're all right. Keep it going, full swings. There we go. Good. Very nice. Looking good. 15 seconds. Keep pushing. Let's see how we're doing. Awesome. Keep it going. 2, 1, and time. All right, everyone, forward arm circles. Forward arm circles. Big swings. Remember, we're not worried about necessarily going fast. We just want to stretch it out. And so you don't have to necessarily try to like spin, do like a whirlpool. Just a nice full swing. Consistent speed. And backwards. Excellent. And arms across. And up and down. Very good. And hands on our hips, go side to side. Forwards and backwards. And circles. Other way. Very good. Feet together, bend your knees, hands on your knees, and knee circles. Other way. Very good. Back up, hands behind our back, ear to shoulder. Up and down. left to right. And head circles. Other way. Very good job. Now, feet together. And reach all the way down, touch your toes. Keeping those knees nice and straight, locked in. No bending. If anything, bend just a little bit so that way you keep the blood flow going. But don't bend all the way down. Go as low as you can. And stretch all the way up, reaching for the sky. Stretch as high as you can. Reach as high as you can. Very good. Lean to the left. Really, really lean to the left. And lean to the right. Very good. Come back up to the center. Fix yourself if you need to. And everyone go to a tick chicken as soon as you're done fixing yourself. All right, back to eight. And Jubi. All right, so from here, I'm going to give you guys and girls a couple tips and tricks that I do for sparring. Okay, this is one that I do primarily a lot with free sparring. Okay, I really don't do much of this with tournament sparring, but I do it with free sparring. And for my kids over at Crestwood, AJ and Grady and Ben, they know I do this, and it's fun because then you'll see it in a minute, but they get to spin it. All right, they spin around and then it gets them dizzy. So what we're gonna do is the first move is a parry. Okay, we're gonna parry with the jab. Remember, whichever leg is in front, that's the jab. Okay, so if I'm in a sparring stance here, my left leg is here. Okay, I know for y'all, this is my right leg. Okay, so I'm gonna utilize the term right leg for this, even though I know physically this is my left, but I want you to know that this is your right leg if you put this in front. Okay, so mimic me. That would make this hand my jab, this hand my cross. Okay, there's a lot of different terms for it, right? Front hand punch, reverse punch, lead hand punch, backhand punch. All right, all the same thing, just different lingo. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna parry with the jab. So what that means is either A, someone's going to take their hand and they're going to throw a jab at us, all right? Or I utilize this one when someone throws a front kick, right? Or any type of kick. Could be really any kick, all right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hand, so from here in a sparring stance, I'm going to open it up, okay? And notice when I open it, I kind of make like a little C shape, right? What I'm going to do is I want you to pretend like you're playing whack-a-mole, and either that hand or that foot that they're throwing is one of the moles, right? I want you to pop it down, just like so, and then it comes right back up, okay? Now, here's the thing. You've got to find that good middle ground to where you're not too relaxed, to where you're just kind of throwing it, all right? But you're not too stiff either to where, it's hurting yourself. You want enough force to be able to move it away from you, all right? So what I mean by that is, if they throw a jab, I'm going to take my hand. I got to go a little higher. I'm going to kind of curl into it. I'm going to curl into it. I'm going to push it away from me. All right. If it's a front kick, obviously I don't have to go necessarily so high. So then I'm just going to drop it here. I'm going to curl in. Now in sparring though, remember, you do not grab. No grabbing. Okay. So when I'm doing this, my hand stays open the whole time. And then I bounce it back up, and that's then when I close my fist back, okay? Because I'm going to keep my hands up and get ready for whatever I'm going to do next, right? So what I want us to do, we're going to do 45 seconds, parrying the jab, okay? So we're here. We're going to move from side to side, okay? We're going to move from side to side, staying in that sparring stance, shuffling, and parry. Come back, parry. And I want you getting used to bringing that hand back up into your fist. Into your sparring stance. All right, 45 seconds. Parry the jab. One side only. Again, side to side, parrying.
Now, it's not just flapping your hand like this. You need some motion with your arm as well.
And get your whole body into it, shoulder and all.
Nice.
Remember when we're shuffling too, the leg that you're moving, that's the leg that moves first. The direction you're moving, that's the leg that moves first. So you want to stay shuffling, just like so. Other side, 10-second rest. Same thing now with the other hand in front. Getting used to it. And begin. Notice this hand, my backhand, my cross, doesn't move. It's staying at my face in protection mode. In protection mode. Remember, you may have to go high, you may have to go low, and that's okay. When I throw a parry for the kick, I kind of push it back from me. That's when they come through and then they spin like that. They get lost. All right, so we're here, 10 seconds. This is a great move to use for respawn. All right, and time. From here, parry, back fist. Parry, back fist. Okay, and if you want to jump into that back fist, you can. And begin. Parry, jump, back fist. When I jump, I'm not necessarily jumping. I'm leaning and pushing, scooting in. So I'm here, 1, boom, 2.
Make sure you're moving, not just standing in one spot.
As soon as you throw that back fist, remember those hands come right back up to where they're supposed to be. 5 seconds. Switch sides, same thing. Parry, come in, back fist. When I do that jump, my foot comes up and I lean and push. Begin. Notice it's the same hand doing both moves. Okay, let's see how we're doing. How we doing? Good. Remember, when you throw that back fist, you want to be quick. So I parry that jab, come back straight through, and kind of roll with it here. So I parry, roll into the back fist. 5 seconds. All right. Now let me pause this real quick. All right, so for homework wise, I want you to take that combination, those two moves, I want you to build a combination from that. Okay, get fancy, get creative. So you can do a parry, back fist, you can come back knife hand, you can come backhand ridge hand, you can throw a cross, anything you want. Okay, but I want you to come up with 2 more moves to make it a 4-move combo. Okay? Now, from here though, now we're gonna work on the other side. So we did the jab, now we're gonna parry with the cross. Guess what? Same thing, just different hand. So on here, I may have to come a little more turn into it, right? So here I can just do this and not move at all, right? Here I'm gonna turn into it a little bit. So that way I have my body reinforced with it. Okay, if I'm here, I might not reach that, or I might have to like really extend my arm. And in sparring, you wanna make it as simple and easy as possible. So to do that, I'm here, I lean in, so within it's the same movement, all right? Just like so. So the back end comes through, same thing, curls the fingers, okay? Don't grab, and push through, okay? Now remember though, don't grab. I know that's gonna be instinct for everyone in the beginning, okay? Even I did in the beginning. When I learned how to first parry, I was wanting to instantly grab. Don't grab, all right? That's a no-no. Okay, so we're here. And then also, too, don't worry about trying to go too far low. All right, you want to be kind of quick. So I'm here, and I come right back up. Push it away, do what I need to do, right? So I push down, I push away, whatever, but I'm right back here as quickly as possible. All right? Move from side to side, 45 seconds. Anybody have any questions on this so far? Anybody have any questions? No questions? All right, pretty simple. 45 seconds, I'm gonna watch y'all. Go. Backhand. Read, sparring stance, sir. Okay, now shuffle from side to side, backhand. Backhand does the parry, Reed. Let's see how we doing, how we doing. Good, Dexter, make sure we're doing it with the backhand. So if this leg's in front, I'm gonna use this hand. If this leg's in front, then I'm gonna use this hand. So it's the backhand. Some of y'all's hands are kind of in an interesting spot for a sparring stance. Just kind of throwing that out there. And other side, same thing. Let me see a true sparring stance. Show me a true sparring stance. And begin. Shuffle side to side. Where's our hand supposed to be? Mason Roberts, remember, make sure you're in a sparring stance. And then the backhand parries. Okay, I like that you're getting creative and adding some moves, but I'm seeing like a knife hand, it looks like from the front hand. Make sure we're using the backhand and parrying. Okay, keep going. There you go. You swing it in. You go from here, swing in and through. 5 seconds. Now we're gonna add on to that. All right. From here, let's add a move to that. So parrying is kind of like a defensive move. Okay, it's not necessarily you're not trying to strike them, right? It's a defensive move. You're getting it out of the way. And what you're doing is you're getting the hand out of the way or the foot out of the way, so that way you can follow up with some type of an offense move. Okay? So when you're here, now what we're gonna do, you're in a sparring stance. I'm gonna parry with this hand. This hand that's up, I'm going to stick it out, curl my thumb in, ridge hand. That's one of my favorite moves to do with this combination. It's one of my favorite moves to do in general in sparring. Okay, so I'm here, I parry this hand, I'm gonna curl in and come through. Now, and for camera purposes, I'm trying to go down so that way I stay in view, but you wanna go up because you're going for their head here. Okay, you're going for their head, all right, the side of the head. So remember, knife hand's here, ridge hand comes out here and comes in. Okay, now remember too, that we're not starting here and coming in, you're showing too much, all right? We're here, I parry, my hand comes straight out at like a 45-degree angle, and then I curl it in. Stop at a 45-degree angle and bring it back, okay? So it's gonna look a little bit like this. Here. All right, just like that. Okay. Now, something that happened last class was I want to bring a point to when doing ridge hands. In the beginning, when you first start doing ridge hands, okay, your body is not used to it, right? When you first started, sure you can remember from when you were like a white belt and you learned how to do a front kick or you learned how to do a sitting stance. It felt weird, right? Raise your hand if it felt weird. Raise your hand if it felt weird. Everyone's hands should kind of have be up because yes, it feels weird because your body's not used to it. When you do a ridge hand, okay, it's gonna feel weird. All right, you're gonna have some blood rush coming through. All right, so your fingers might get a little tingly or something. Okay, that's all right. That's normal because you're not used to it. Your body's not used to it. Now that I've done it for so long, I don't even recognize it. All right, I don't notice it at all. But also too, something that can help is by not going super fast with it. Okay, because remember we are sparring, so you don't want to try to chop their head off. All right. You want to go at a decent speed to where you can be quick with it, but also not go too fast to where you have that blood rush, okay? So practicing with this and finding that good level of speed for you makes a big difference on the ability to do it and not feel that blood rush, all right? So one more time though, we're here, parry the cross, ridge hand. Okay. I'm gonna switch it over to gallery view so that way I can watch everybody this round. Pretty sure everyone at this point knows how to do a ridge hand. Remember, our hands stay up. When you do one move, one hand's on the face. So we're here, this hand's on my face when I parry. This hand comes back to my face when I do the ridge hand. Always be at home, okay? And always come back to home if you're not doing something. All right, 45 seconds. Begin. Parry with the backhand. Read sparring stance, sir. Thank you. Now use the backhand on that parry read. So if your left leg's in front, you want to use the right hand to push. Use the right hand to push. Okay, now use this hand to push. There you go. Yes, perfect. Good, Cooper. Nice, Henry. Excellent. Good, Austin. Nice, Dexter. Good, Masons. Miss Madison, great job. All right, other side, same thing. And begin. So remember, the backhand does the parry, ridge hand does, or the front hand does the ridge hand. Chris Wenzel, put a little more enthusiasm into it, sir. Remember, we parry, Chris. Parry with the backhand. With the backhand. So this hand. Parry, and then ridge hand with that hand. Yep, and then extend this arm out and go across just like so. Yes, perfect. There you go, Chris. Good job. This is, like I said, a great move to do in sparring, especially free sparring. All right. So that is one of the, why are you not? Okay, remote, stop, break. Like the battery's up. So, like I said, that is a sparring that I do. Those are some moves I do for sparring a lot, especially when free sparring, especially for testing things of that nature, because you can get creative with it. All right, you can get creative. You can throw that ridge hand, and you can throw the ridge hand, and then you can come back up with a round kick with the front leg. You can keep going and swinging through with a round kick with the back leg. Throw some side kicks up in there, anything like that. So you can get creative from there. Okay. So remember, that is your homework, though, is to use those 4 and try to come up with more combinations to add onto that. Okay, whether it's kicks, whether it's blocks, whether it's hand strikes, anything like that. All right. But from here, we're going to go into the form. We're going to go into the form. My goal is to get almost done with section 2. Okay, almost done with section 2. All right. So, but from here, everyone go to June B. We're gonna come up, palm strike 1. Now this I know is my right side, but this should be your left for most of you unless you have it mirrored. But this is my right side, and I want you to know that, yes, I know this is my right side, but I want you to mimic me, so should be your left side. So your left side is gonna do everything that I'm doing with this hand and this foot. Okay, so we're here, 2 punches. Hold the change, square block. Aim out, uppercut. Aim, step into a fixed stance punch. Half chamber, feet come together, open stance, downward knife hand strike. Now I feel like everyone's pretty good up to that point. I think everyone's pretty comfortable with that, no problems there. Take this leg, step forward, punch.
Switch legs, Reed. Hop change. Switch hands too, bud. Henry, switch legs. Your hand is right. There you go. Let me see about everybody else. Some people I can't see the legs. So, emphasize which leg should be in front, Mr. Estes.
Your left leg should be in front.
Left leg. So everybody double check.
Mason Roberts, switch feet.
And hand.
And hand. There you go. So your left leg's in front. Left hand is out.
Cam, what leg is in front? I mean, dang it, Chris. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I do it every time to you. Chris, make sure it's your left foot. It looked like your right was in front. There. Okay.
Good to go?
Yes, I think so now.
So just to reiterate on that, remember, when you're here, okay, your right leg comes up to do the downward knife hand. Your left leg then steps forward to do that. So you're physically going to feel like you have to actually be 5-4 fong, step into it. All right? I don't know if anybody's utilized that term yet, but kind of what reminds me. From here, we're going to take this hand, we're going to put it on top. The other hand chamber's under. Go back to the front. So towards me, a low block. This hand leg steps forward, punches. This hand comes up, spears the thumb. Jumbi, turn it in. Keep that elbow out. Don't bring it in. Keep it out. Side kick. Hold it. Full chamber with this hand on top. Land, knife hand. Towards me, Mason.
And Dexter, flip the other way too, bud.
Now Mason Roberts, switch feet.
There you go. And, yep, there you go.
Step forward, punch. Step forward, punch. Aya! All right. We're going to redo that. That should be 2 moves that we haven't done yet. All right, and then we got 6 moves left in section 2. Okay, last class had a little bit of, that was where it started to get the confusion. So I want to pause there and make sure we all are good there before we keep going. Because if we're going to be switch feet, switch hand, switch feet, switch hand, then I don't want to keep going, keep adding on, and just keep confusing. Okay? So everyone, Jumbi. Left leg, step out, palm strike.
Mr. Wenzel.
Hold the change. Right leg moves into a back stance. Square block. Reach out.
Other side, Henry. Everything's on your right. Okay.
Aim. Right leg steps out into a fixed stance punch. Punch with the other hand, Mason Roberts. And I can't tell, but is he in a fixed stance?
Which Mason? No, Mason hop change. Roberts, Mason Roberts hop change. Put your other foot in front. There you go, man, bud.
His name was right where he was. I was like, I can't see. All right, half chamber. Feet come together, downward knife hand. Left leg. 5-4 fong. Punch.
Other hand, Mason Roberts. You have your right foot. Yep, there you go. Let me check everybody else real quick. Okay, I think we're good.
Chamber, full chamber to the front, low block. Left leg's in front.
Read to the front, man, not the back.
Step
There you go.
Sorry, punch.
It's okay. I'm sorry.
Huh?
Sorry.
Oh, no. Are we good though?
Yeah.
Okay. Hand comes up. Jumbi stance. Keep that elbow out. Stay nice and strong. Look tall. Side kick. Chamber. Land. Right leg in front. Knife hand. Step forward. Punch. Towards me, Mason.
Both of them.
Step forward, punch again. Aya! It's funny because I can only see one of them, so I have to mentally remind myself.
Well, they both were going the same way. It was funny.
Okay. Well,
Now,
the good thing that I said Masons. All right.
Just a tip, guys, would help me out a lot is when he is going through these moves one by one, I know it's hard to have to wait and hold that pose, but if you keep going on, I don't know where you're at, and I can't help you guys out if you don't stop when he stops. If you continue on when he is not, it throws me off, okay? So just try to hang in there as he's going through it, okay? Everybody thumbs up, okay? Cool. All right.
From here, I want to test something real quick. I'm going to face this direction, okay? So we're all going this way, all right? So you don't move. You don't turn around, okay? So what that means is when I step to my left now, you should step to your left. All right, we're going to see how this works. This cardio, if it seems like everybody just gets confused with it, just let me know. And we'll...
One thing before you start. Mr. Wenzel, we had this discussion on last class. Don't make me have another one. Do it with Mr. Estes, please, and quit goofing off. All right.
All right, everyone, June B, left hand over right. Chamber, step to the left, palm strike. 2 punches. Hold the change. Right leg moves, square block. And uppercut. Aim out, big stance, punch. Oh, this is awkward now doing it this way. Hash chamber, feet come together, downward knife hand. Whoops. Do not do what I just did and go over the head. Make sure you come across the face. Left leg is going to step, punch. Left leg's in front now. Left leg's in front, Mason Roberts.
Dexter switched for, yep, there you go.
I can't tell, is his left leg? Are we good?
Dexter's good, Masons are good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, now chamber that hand on top. To the front, low block. Step forward, punch. Hand comes up. June B stance. Elbow nice and strong out. Side kick, chamber, knife hand, back stance.
Mason, Mason Roberts, switch sides, bud, and do that knife hand towards. Yes, okay. I think we're, Reed, switch sides, dude. I can't see where you're at. Face. Yeah, keep turning. But freeze. You're spinning too fast. Face the other side. Not towards the back.
Towards the
There.
team.
Now do your knife hand towards the camera. Bam. There we go. All right. I think we got him.
Punch. Front
Step.
stance. Step forward, punch again. Hey-ya! All right. So from there, we're going to end off on there. We're going to go into the split challenge now. Remember, it is 5-minute challenge, 5 minute, 18 seconds. So we'll make sure we're going to have a good time doing this. All right. So as soon as everyone's in a front stance, a split stance or splits, then we will, Cooper's going to make Kitty Cat do splits as well.
All right.
Once everyone's into splits, then we are going to begin.
All right. I'm waiting on some of you to get there.
Extra splits.
Austin, are you in splits, man? You making a crazy face? All right, begin.
All right, so to make sure that it doesn't seem like this is going to be the longest 5 minutes of our life, I'm going to talk a little bit through this. All right, so first and foremost, let's review today's class. All right, so you have homework, right? You have homework. Make sure you go through that and get it done. Okay? Let's see, we started off with warm-ups. Warm-ups was a good thing, as always. Stretches, make sure you stretch before you do anything. After you wake up, Reed, stop shaking your head. No, sir. When you do these, when you do stretches, make sure you stretch after you wake up, before you go to bed, and before you do anything. That's why we stretch it before every class. We actually get started. So that way then you're ready to go for class, okay? Because the last thing you want to do is do something without stretching and hurt yourself, all right? Let's see, after that, then we would start working on those sparring combinations, the parries. Like I said, I use those all the time. I parry all the time. Use those rich hands. Use those back fists. All right, it's always a fun thing to do, okay? After that, we jumped into the form. Practice your form. That's plain and simple. Practice your form. Do not wait until next class to continue practicing it. You will be lost.
Come on, Henry, get up there, bud.
Won't remember what moves what, and what leg's in front, and what hand does the move. And if you don't practice, okay? Make sure you practice throughout the day. You've got plenty of opportunities and ways to do it. You've got private lessons. You've got the mobile app. You've got YouTube to watch the classes, like for instance, today's class. You've got all of that stuff to where you can practice. So there is no excuses not practicing. All right. Speaking of the form, though, let's go over some of the stuff on the form. So Wadong, it's 29 movements. So you are going to be doing a 29 move form. Not too shabby. All right, not too shabby. The definition for Wadong is named after the Wadong youth group. All right, so it was a group of youth age kids. Right, so probably about your age, teenage years, somewhere around there, right? What's considered youth. It originated in the 7th century, so 600 those years, 633, 645, all right? The 29 movements refer to the 29th Infantry Division, so that means that they were part of the military, all right? They were part of the infantry side of the military, okay? And I'm not going to go into explanation of what the infantry does. I'll leave that up to mom and dad because some people like the gory war stuff, some people don't, so I'm not going to try to make anybody squeamish during class. But that is also where Taekwondo developed into maturity. And what maturity means for those of you that don't know, think of it as you grow up, you begin to mature. You get to be a little more adult-like, I'd say, I guess. Not to say that, it's bad being a kid or anything, like be a kid. Be a kid while you can be a kid. But as you grow older and you get your teenage years and everything, you develop some maturity, right? Company-wise, I know of many businesses that started in garages, all right? Walmart, take an example for Walmart. Everybody knows what Walmart is, yes? We all been there, we all know it. Walmart did not start with 500 stores across each state. They started off with maybe 1 store, 2 stores, 3 stores. They didn't sell as much as they did now. But as they continued to get popular and people started shopping more and everything else, and they started getting more money, then they grew into opening this one and this store, that store, here store, this store, and everywhere else. Where now there's one almost on every block, like a McDonald's, or like as McCarty said, Walgreens last class. That means it developed into maturity. All right? It grew into this big thing. So instead of only having maybe 100 people doing this, now there's thousands. All right? And that should have killed a good portion of time.
Oh, yeah. You only have less than a minute.
Oh, look at that. See? Now we're almost done.
Oh,
So after split stuff,
long-winded Estes. No, I'm just kidding.
but I know I can talk.
Well, that's good because it helps kill the time.
So after splits though, if you have questions or anything, then stay on. If not, once we're done with the splits, then you are dismissed and you are good to go. All right, we're almost there.
Yeah, you only have 18 seconds.
Look at that.
Nothing.
I can talk for 5 minutes nonstop.
Less than 10.
Keep holding it. Almost there.
Come on, stop.
Awesome.
Good
All
job.
right. Like I said, if you get anything, stay on. If not, you are dismissed, and see y'all later. Great job.
Good job.